Why, hello there, everyone. Boys, girls, women, men. It's a spectrum these days. Everyone, hello. Everyone in between. Where are you from? What you munching on? Let's muster up. I'm coming from Columbus, Ohio area, and I am drinking my drink out of Kevin's cup. It's hard. It's getting hard to drink and eat because I haven't trimmed my beard in a while, and the mustache is starting to encroach upon my upper lip. So things get in the way, and then I just look like an idiot, more so than I usually do. Thank you, mods, for modding. Thank you, eccentric members who are tuning in. We got Mike Clark in the house. Muddy's here as well. Ryan Ritter, thanks, brah. We got a super chat from Eric Beavers. More dog cam. I didn't plug in the dog cam because it's going to be a short one, but I did. When I saw your message, I locked the dogs in here with me, which could be animal cruelty on my part. Who wants to be locked in a room with me? There's this lazy fur ball right there, and I can't. Oh, there's the other one. Let me move my mic. Say present. We're all here. Thank you, Eric. You're a kind man. Michael Ernest is here as well. Teenage Astrosnot. What's up, everyone? I don't think I missed anyone. There we go. Here we go. Chicago, SoCal. I lived there for a while. Lovely weather. It's kind of beautiful here today, actually. I have the curtains closed because I'm trying to get the lighting right. But yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. France, Netherlands, the Twilight Zone, and coffee. England, Washington, D.C., Pop-Tarts in Texas. Can't go wrong with that combination. Belgium, India, Minnesota, another Ohioan, Oberlin. Welcome, Florida. And this launch is coming to you from Florida. Well, if you're watching this channel, it's coming to you from Florida, but through Ohio. All right. So what are we all doing here? We're here to watch a SpaceX launch, not just any SpaceX launch. This is the first flight of a Cargo Dragon 2 capsule, version 2. They retired the last version of Cargo Dragon with CRS-20. This is the 21st resupply mission to the space station. So let me transition. Go to spacex.com/launches. Scroll on down now. You can hit the watch button. That'll take you to this screen, but we're not there yet. Looks like SpaceX started their live stream. Okay. This is the fourth flight, I believe, for this Falcon 9 booster. Yeah, fourth flight. And it's going to be a short one. Let's scroll down. Let's keep scrolling for a second here. Yeah, T plus 12.5 minutes is about when this mission is going to be over for today. And the Dragon capsule will begin its coast to the what I call the nest, because it's home of dragons now. There's already a Crew Dragon capsule docked to the space station as we speak. So this will make the second Dragon capsule once it gets there. Yeah, this version 2 Cargo Dragon capsule has never flown before. This is the inaugural flight. I hope someone took a champagne bottle and smashed it across the capsule somewhere. I don't know if they do that. I doubt it. A little sensitive shielding, I bet. They definitely don't want to do that on the heat shield. Is there anything else we should say here? I think we basically covered it. So we'll scroll over here. Join the party. Christopher Baker made it. Good morning, sir. As did Apatalks. Hello. Let's see what these guys are talking about.
Today we'll be delivering approximately 6,400 pounds of cargo to the space station, including critical materials to support dozens of science and research investigations that will occur on board the orbiting.
All right, cool. So yeah, what's a couple improvements about using this version 2 capsule over the version 1. One of them being that this thing can dock autonomously with the space station. Before, they had to use the berthing arm to grab the capsule, and actually made it with the space station manually. But now this thing, just like the Crew Dragon capsule, can do it all by itself. No arm required. Another thing, it can take more cargo to the space station. I think it's 50% more science cargo, 20% more cargo overall. So yay for that. And it does look like it. This is the first time I'm actually seeing really good images of it. I know there's some out there. I just haven't had time to look at them, but it looks pretty similar to a crew capsule. Only minor differences. Pretty sweet. Yeah, Mike Hopkins' new sleeping quarters. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Commander Hopkins, who went up with the Crew 1 capsule the other week, he's bunking in the Crew 1 capsule itself, so maybe he'll have more room to sleep. This is going to be his master bedroom that's launching on this mission. Yeah, no Draco escape thrusters. It's a big difference there. Good question for Elon. What do they do to christen a new spaceship? Yeah, like I was saying, I don't think they smash a champagne bottle over it. Seems like it would weaken the structure, but maybe they throw a Nerf ball at it. I don't know. Just soak a Nerf ball in champagne or a sponge and just make it stick right to the outside and watch it slowly fall down the hall.
The second stage is what will carry Dragon to its intended orbit, allowing the spacecraft to eventually rendezvous with the International Space Station.
Oh my goodness. Kinetic Cowboy, so much room for activities. I want to see how long it takes you guys to name that movie. What quote is that movie from? The Lawyer Wife will love you for that. That's her favorite movie. Let's see. Come on. I'm waiting to see how long it takes someone. And no cheating, Kinetic Cowboy. You obviously know the movie. Oh, that wasn't too long. Erasmus. Nailed it. Okay. Some of you also got it as well. Good to know there's some other movie buffs in the house. I love movies. Just bought my first OLED TV. The Lawyer Wife and I bought it because she's the rich one. Bought our first OLED TV. And you got to go OLED over QLED for those of you that aren't TV savvy. OLED is like the creme de la creme. So I've been watching a few movies down there, really soaking in the excellent picture. What's really cool about OLED is that I guess the individual pixels on the TV itself can completely shut off. So you get that no bleed, completely pitch black. Oh, it's awesome.
By and ready to support. As for weather, a bit better than yesterday. We're looking at a 40% probability of violation with the primary weather constraint of thick clouds. There may also be some precipitation in the thick clouds that we are monitoring and will continue to monitor all the way until T0. Other than that, with the launch team, Falcon 9, Dragon, and Range reporting green, and at T-minus 9 minutes and counting, all systems are go for launch of CRS-21 today.
Excellent. We'll just keep our fingers crossed about that weather. Some thick clouds. Somebody needs to go up there and lick them. Tasty. Them clouds are thick with 3 C's. This guy, I can't decide if I've seen him before do this or not. He looks familiar, but he doesn't. You guys let me know. My memory sucks. Uh-oh. Somebody needs to look into Apatox's super chat here. He did some sort of symbol. Is it a semiologist? Who studies symbols? I can't tell. I don't remember, but I don't know how to interpret that. It's about mountains. I don't know. I need a translator. Just my version of a smile. Oh, I was overthinking it. Gosh dang it. Back to my teenage years. Trying to search for a girlfriend. Always overthinking things. Some people never change. Mike Clark. Yay, Space Eccentric. Keep up the good work, bro. Thanks, bro. You didn't say bro. I just added bro because I felt like it. It looks like a cat. Uh-oh, Tim's having problems. Tim has such great technology. It's so sophisticated that it's ripe for problems. Like, it reminds me, the reason why I don't want to buy like a really fancy new car like a Lexus or anything is because they come with all these bells and whistles, and there's just more to go wrong. I kind of even want to go back to the crank windows. You know, the old crank windows, you have to roll up and down the window. I mean, at least those hardly ever broke. These days, you have the automatic push button, which are very nice and convenient, but they're not as reliable. They tend to break. So maybe I'm just old school. So I try to keep it basic here on my channel. Just a simple camcorder and OBS that sometimes I don't even know how to work. So I have very minimal issues, at least I think. At least compared to Tim, I do. But Tim has this fancy equipment. He can afford it. It's freaking awesome stuff. And But the guy can also stream out in the middle of the Boca Chica desert, which I could never do. So, whatever. Mo money, mo problems. Thank you, Christopher. If you like this channel, give it a thumbs up. Okay, but also give SpaceX's live stream a thumbs up as well. For a second there, I thought we were watching I thought SpaceX like switched to commercials. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, I did. Give them a like. A lot of people like to dislike videos as well. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's jokes on them. It still counts as participation, so it still helps out the video. At least that's how it used to work. I don't know if they changed it or not. What are they talking about?
More than 30.
Oh, they got some pretty hardcore music rocking. Can't play it. You guys are talking sports, Kevin. No space theme question. Do you support an NFL team? I used to. It was before I got in the military. I used to be all about, NFL, NCAA, but I don't watch sports really anymore. Never followed it. I liked watching the games, but not so much anymore. But if I had to pick an NFL team, I always liked the Bengals. When I lived in San Diego, I lived right down the street from Qualcomm Stadium, and so I liked the Chargers. But now I guess they moved to LA. Maybe it was LA. I don't know. So. No, I don't really have a favorite team anymore. What are you whining about? Do you want out? Too bad. You're stuck in here with me for like another 15 minutes. You can suck it up, big baby. We got other Chargers fans. That's awesome. Any skydiving lately, Kevin? No, last jump I did was... Actually, the last jump I did was the lawyer wife and my's first date. Our first date, we went skydiving, and that was the last time I jumped. Because we live in Ohio, and in order to keep your skydiving cert, you have to jump. I think it's like once every other month. And so a lot of places are hard to come by in the winter here. And it's expensive, too. I didn't own my own equipment, so I'd have to rent it. So each jump would cost, between the plane ticket and the equipment rental, like $50 to $75. So I miss it, though. I miss it a lot. If I ever get rich, I'll buy my own stuff, my own plane. And I'll just jump it, crash the plane, let it fly on its own, crash it, buy a new plane. What are we talking about? Way too much info. That's a creative name, bro. First time live viewer, you are so appreciated. Heart emoji. I love you too. You're breathtaking. Robert Fallon is back. Shoots, bro. We're going to get shoots with this mission, but not today. We'll have to wait for it to come back with it. I don't even know when this capsule's coming back. Like, couple months. Oh, another improvement about this capsule is that it can stay in space like twice as long as the previous Cargo Dragon version, or thereabout. So, awesome. What in the military were you? I was a seaman. I was in the Navy, had a SEAL contract, and then I was injured during Hell Week. Was able to go a few more months with the SEALs, and then I was honorably discharged for medical reasons from my injuries. And Navy was like, "We don't want you. You're broken. Get out of here." I was like, "Fine." And that's the story right there. Big guy with dreads is back. Woot! I got the cool wings moving up in the world. Yeah, enjoy them Captain wings, Captain Big Dreads. Or Captain Big Guy with dreads, sorry. Jonathan, sorry I'm late. It's all right. You made it here just in time. We're almost at the 2-minute warning. There's a football reference for you. Yay, sports. When is the belly flop? Belly flop is supposedly tomorrow. So if that's the case, we'll be streaming it. For those of you that haven't heard, I am going on vacation this week. The lawyer wife is taking me to Disney World. Yay, I get to wear a mask all day outside. It's stupid. But I heard like the lines are going to be really short. So I'm going to ride the Pandora ride like 40 times at least. All right. You can't do like park hopping though right now because they canceled all that, but whatever. Oh, they got a leak in the water tower. I'm just kidding. They do that because they overfill it. So yeah, there won't be a SpaceX in the News episode on Friday this week. First time in over 2 years that's going to be the case, I think. But if they do launch Starship early enough in the week, then I'll be able to do like a breaking episode. So that's where you'll get your episode.
Countdown, that is liquid oxygen condensing when it meets the warmer ambient airs of Florida.
Angry dragon. Fun fact, I forgot about this. They used to call Dragon the Red Dragon because they were going to use it to propulsively land on Mars. So they called it the Red Dragon. Fun fact for those of you that weren't around a few years back before they moved to the chutes, which I think I'm the only one that appreciates.
Mark. Both stages are beginning to pressurize for launch.
The water tower's leaking because they filled up to the brim, and also proves that it's working. There's water in there. The reason the rocket is smoking, because smoking is good for rockets, it's bad for you.
We are.
It's because the fuel.
T-minus 30-second mark. All systems are go for launch. And this is
mission do this thing.
CRS-21.
It's because the fuel is warming up and boiling off, and that pressure's got to vent somewhere. Otherwise, the rocket will go just like that. Here we go, guys. Weather's holding. We're going to do this. Just got really quiet. I love that sound. It's like popcorn.
It's T plus 50 seconds into flight. Falcon 9 is carrying our upgraded Dragon vehicle to low Earth orbit. In a few seconds, we'll be passing max Q, which is the moment where the vehicle will experience the highest amount of aerodynamic pressures.
There you go. He just answered your question. So rocket speed and the thickness of the atmosphere coming together, creating a lot of pressure on that nose.
And we've just passed max Q. Coming up are 3 events in rapid succession. The first event is MECO, or main engine cutoff. This is where all 9 of the Merlin engines on the Falcon 9 first stage will shut down in preparation for the second event, which is stage separation. This is where the first and second stage will separate from one another. And a few seconds after that, we'll have a second engine start 1, where the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite to boost Dragon to low Earth orbit. Again, that is main engine cutoff, stage separation, followed by second engine start on the second stage. Main engine cutoff should happen around the T plus 2 minute and 31 second mark.
All right, we got quite a few questions. Looks like we got some new people in the community tuning in today. Welcome, everyone. If this is your first visit to the channel or first view of a SpaceX launch, it's always exciting. You haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Everyone's favorite part is booster landing, so make sure you stick around. The launch is always fun to watch, but the booster landing is always the star of the show. So on the left-hand side of your screen there, you see a camera from the inner stage of the first stage booster. And this bright part that you see, that you saw right there, is this engine of the second stage, which is still pushing the capsule into orbit. These are grid fins made of complete titanium, single biggest piece of titanium there is. It's about the size of a car, pretty big car actually. I used to think it was the size of a smart car, but I did a little bit more research. Turns out they're like 7 meters by 3 meters, so they're quite large. Hi, Cunu.
The first stage will continue its descent back towards Earth and attempt landing on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, in a few
There is no
minutes,
camera inside the engine, but it wouldn't last very long. But there is a camera inside the oxygen tank. Sometimes we get a sneak peek of that and they accidentally flash it to us, but that's a rarity. It's pretty cool to see though when it happens.
Commercial resupply mission for the International Space Station for NASA.
Let me get my model really quick.
24th launch this year. And we're flying a cargo configuration of our new Dragon spacecraft.
This is a Kevin science class moment. You probably can't see me too well because I'm in this upper corner here, but this is my 3D printed rocket.
Now looking on the left-hand side of your screen, the first stage, in order to make
Sorry,
it
I got to mute this guy or he's going to throw me off my game. If you want to watch the SpaceX stream and listen to their audio, there's a link in the description. And someone asked about the music I played during my intro. I think there should be a link to that in my description as well, at least the song title. So we already had stage separation. That's the second stage booster here. And this has a fairing on top. We don't have that for this mission. We have a cargo Dragon capsule. This black part right here is what we call the inner stage. The second stage engine nozzles in here. What we just saw was stage separation. So this part pulled away from the first stage booster with the inner stage attached to it. Right there on the left part of your screen, our camera's up here at the top of the inner stage looking down on these grid fins that are popped out. Okay, and these grid fins help steer the rocket once it gets into the thicker parts of the atmosphere. It also utilizes its center engines here to help control it as well. And those little poofs of gas you see on the left-hand side of your screen are RCS thrusters up here, and those help orient the rocket as well. Okay, and the right side of your screen is still the second stage booster, pushing the capsule further around the Earth at a faster pace to get it into orbit. And basically all orbit is just an object falling continuously around the Earth. It just never enters the atmosphere. Well, it does enter the atmosphere eventually if it doesn't stay in orbit. But anyway, what was I talking about? Way too much info. This would look amazing in VR. I agree. I played VR once. It was for an Apollo 11 mission. It was fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly. There we go. We're getting lots of poofers now on the left-hand side of your screen there. Poof, poof, poof. Okay, I think we're all caught up on the questiones. That's not Spanish for questions. Matt Miller's back one step closer to colonizing Mars. Heck yeah, bro. And tomorrow will be even closer. Hopefully tomorrow.
Stage 1, entry burn startup.
I'm about to explain why. I knew it. I knew he was going to cut me off.
3 engines slowing the first stage down.
Back to me. Don't steal my job, bro. I'm going to steal your job. Yeah, so they ignite the 3 engines during re-entry for that booster so it doesn't smash into the atmosphere and destroy itself. So it needs to slow down a little bit. So the booster's falling into the atmosphere and it's targeting a drone ship that's stationed out in the Atlantic Ocean. The drone ship is called Of Course I Still Love You. Basically, it's just a refurbished ship, like a cargo ship or something. It's just a giant platform that SpaceX renovated and turned into a sea platform, basically. So the rocket booster can land on it. We'll be getting video of that. There's a camera on that drone ship, so don't go anywhere.
We'll see if we can hear that as the landing burn begins. As we wait for this landing burn, this is going to be our 68th attempt to recover our first stage, and we are going to be attempting to land on our drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean. Of Course I Still Love You.
Second stage and terminal guidance.
The grid fins on Falcon 9 are 2 meters by 1.2 meters off the
Stage 1, landing burn startup.
Maybe I was looking at super heavy boosters grid fins.
And we got audio confirmation.
STS is saved.
that the first stage has begun its landing burn. Everything's looking great on the second stage right now.
Stage 1, landing
Yeah,
leg
you're right.
deploy.
5 feet by 4 feet. So it is a smart car. Maybe I was looking at super heavy booster grid fins.
There's a view from our drone ship. Here comes Falcon 9.
Thank you for the fact check. There you go.
And
Magic.
Falcon 9 has landed once again. That is the 68th successful first stage recovery. This mission also marks the 100th successful flight of Falcon 9. It's also the 35th time we've landed successfully on our drone ship. Of course, I still love you. During that landing, we did get confirmation of second stage, second engine cutoff. Also, confirmation of a good orbit. And second stage now has one last major task: commanding separation of Dragon just a few minutes from now.
So this camera's on top of the
Dragon separation from the top of the second stage. It should give us a nice view into Dragon's unpressurized cargo trunk area.
Thanks, Kinetic Cowboy. I will try to have fun.
This is an animation to show where each of the stages are currently in this mission. The second stage has turned off its Merlin vacuum engine and is currently coasting, awaiting for Dragon separation. There's a view of the unpressurized section of Dragon.
Wait for
Now,
it.
for a
wait for it.
typical
Should be a couple
CRS mission,
minutes.
after Dragon deploys, we would be waiting for solar array deployment. But as a reminder, this is our new Dragon vehicle, and it has solar panels mounted along the surface of the trunk. You might be able to see it once Dragon separates, but those solar panels are already activated and producing power.
All right, so I also have a model here of Dragon. Now this is a Lego model that I built and designed of a Crew Dragon capsule with a trunk. So it's not exactly accurate, but for our purposes, it still works. Okay, so what we're looking at now is this part. Well, not right now because they're looking at the second stage engine still, but what we were looking at was the inside of the trunk. So that camera was on the second stage looking toward the trunk. And what we're about to watch is the capsule with trunk, which has what he was talking about, where the solar array panels along the side, there it is, separate, and then it'll head to the space station or the nest. And the unpressurized pressurized version you're looking at here can contain more experiments and stuff that don't need to be inside a pressurized compartment. And then things like live mice that they might need on the space station will be on the inside of the capsule where it is pressurized, so they don't explode. There it goes. I'm kind of sad that they're not going to deploy any solar arrays anymore. That was always fun to watch. Dang it, new technology. Just like Kerbal Space Program, bro. Float away. Looking at it, you wouldn't think that it's going, 27,000 kilometers an hour, but it is. Pretty sweet, man.
The International Space Station serves as the world's leading laboratory for cutting-edge research and technology development that will enable human and robotic exploration of destinations beyond low Earth orbit.
Oh, that's cool.
Including the moon.
You can see the RCS thrusters poofing. Yeah, you can still kind of see them. Pretty cool. Does NASA have junk in that trunk? You bet they have junk in that trunk. There you go. Here, so you can see my Lego capsule a little bit better. It even separates from the trunk, which it will do after it undocks from the space station and heads back to Earth. This is the heat shield part. So it undocks, trunk is lost in the ocean forever, and this comes into the atmosphere and deploys the chutes. I don't have any Lego chutes, okay? I'm not I'm not that great at Lego building. Okay. That would be impressive, though. All right. Dogs are still in here, and they still couldn't care less about what's going on because they're not nerds like the rest of us. But I'm going to wrap that up here, you guys, because I am going on vacation today. I have to clean the house because I'm blaming on these dogs. Not only do they wreck the house, but we can't go anywhere without having a dog sitter. So my mom is coming to stay for a few days at our house, and I don't want her to have to stay in a pretty disgusting house. So they leave a lot of dog hair lying around. They don't clean up after themselves. Pretty disgusting. So I'm going to call it there, you guys. I'm sure SpaceX is probably wrapping it up as well. Have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy it while it lasts, and have a great work week. Hopefully I'll see you right back here tomorrow for Starship's 12.5 click flight. Keep your fingers crossed that goes through. And Godspeed to you guys. Outro commence.